Have you ever considered the true cost of war? Not just the headlines, the numbers, the territories won or lost, but the cost to human dignity, to our shared values, and to the very fabric of the international community. Today we delve into the story of a conflict that's been testing these costs, the war in Ukraine, instigated by Russia under the leadership of Vladimir Putin. Our tale begins in March 2023, when the International Criminal Court, or ICC, launched an investigation into alleged war crimes committed by Putin. Supported by President Joe Biden, the case was a watershed moment, marking the first time a global tribunal had sought to hold Putin accountable for his actions. Yet the White House stopped short of fully endorsing the ICC's arrest warrant, a move that drew both praise and criticism from various quarters. Simultaneously, Putin's ally, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, met with Chinese leader Xi Jinping in Beijing. With pledges to deepen defense ties and shared views on the Ukrainian conflict, this meeting underscored the alignment between Minsk and Beijing against what they perceive as a Western-led global order. For the US and the West, this signified an alarming potential for China to provide lethal aid to Russia, further fueling the conflict. Fast forward to April 2023, and the atrocities in Bucha, Ukraine, were making global headlines. President Biden labeled these as war crimes, called for a trial against Putin, and began exploring additional sanctions against Russia. However, he stopped short of classifying the actions as genocide. The US, in coordination with its allies, began efforts to document attacks on Ukrainian civilians, supporting the ICC's ongoing investigation. In the face of such grave international concerns, the Russian Ministry of Defense denied any wrongdoing, claiming that the footage from Bucha was fake. This denial, however, did little to quell the outrage and calls for investigations and sanctions against Russia from the international community. Now, in the present day, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The cost of war is apparent, but what of the cost of inaction, of complacency? The situation calls for more than passive observation. It demands vigilance, awareness, and active participation in the pursuit of justice. Remember, staying informed is not just a responsibility, it's a duty. Keep abreast of the latest developments, engage in informed discussions, and most importantly, never shy away from asking the tough questions. The world is watching, and your voice matters. Together, we can ensure that the cost of war is never overlooked, and the pursuit of peace and justice remains our shared goal.